Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chop and Shop Dad's Day. So we're going to be talking about Weber accessories, Laura's lean beef, and just cooking up some good old-fashioned burgers. I'm super excited. Today we've got Jesse joining us, so
I guess.
yay! And then just a quick disclaimer, we will be recording, so smile pretty. And then we will be using the chat function today, so make yourself familiar and just keep it appropriate. You should be good. So let's get started. Hi, Jesse. How's it going?
Fantastic. I'm really excited to be a part of this. I obviously had to do a couple of test recipes, and my friends have thoroughly enjoyed that. So thank you to Jewel, Laura's Lean, Weber for all of this, and for giving me an excuse to grill for all of my friends.
There you go. Yeah, there's nothing like a little low-key social distance cookout.
Yeah. So can I start by showing how delicious this burger looks? Before we went live, we were obviously trying the recipe out. So, we talked about the veggies that we like to incorporate into our recipe. I love red peppers, and when we were getting all this set up, I just said the vibrant colors are for a burger are a must in my kitchen. So I got red peppers. I should have grabbed some orange peppers just to show even more colors, but here's I'm going to slowly show. And being that it's Laura's Lean, I was going to go a little bit on the healthy side. That's why I opted to get some sun chips, which are super delicious. And again, I was going with like the healthy approach to Father's Day grilling.
There you go. I went the unhealthy route, but mine tastes just as good, if not better. I have the barbecue lays. I'll challenge you. No, they're all good. I'm definitely a fan of sun chips for like my healthy snacks, but I am a barbecue lays fan all the way. And yes, I will fight you on it. They're the best.
It's funny because if I ever get barbecue lays, it's one of those where before I even get it in the bowl, because I like to present, but you get them in the bowl and like it's just you look around and people have the the powder on their fingers, and I'm like, real nice guys.
Oh, yeah.
Real grown up.
They're caught, orange-handed.
Yeah. Well, those are a little bit darker red, maroon-handed. I like that, maroon-handed.
There you go. Yeah, they're definitely a winner. So I've got the original and the barbecue, my two faves.
So cool. I just want to talk real quick about what my setup is today. I have a Weber Genesis. It's a gas grill. What I love about gas grills is they're so convenient. I'm one of those guys that grills year round, and it's a lot easier to have a gas grill because you can just go outside, get it started, and just kind of forget about it, and it'll be there. And the Weber Genesis, especially, it retains heat so well, so you don't have to sit there and like constantly worry if whatever you're going to be cooking is going to be uneven. Weber's, I've been a fan since I was a kid. My dad had a black kettle, and I remember that. It's one of those memories, it's like, yeah, Dad's going to light up the Weber. So now here I am, many years later, and I've got my own little crew of grills. So I thought it'd be fun to cook part of it on the gas grill on the Genesis, and I also have my kettle over here that actually matches my Genesis. And we're going to cook the veggies on that because that grill, the charcoal grill, it's got higher heat. I used my Weber Chimney to get my charcoal going, and I've got these. I got to show you guys. So I use the Weber lighter cubes, and for years I've been talking about using the Chimney. It's the best thing. I never ever use any lighter fluid. Always use a Chimney, and I used to like get newspaper because that's kind of what it's come down to is newspapers are good for lighting grills, and that's about it. But I would get newspaper. That's terrible. I shouldn't say it. I've got a lot of friends that write. So, but I would get newspaper and make these like paper snakes to get the chimney going. And when I was introduced to these lighter cubes, I'm not going back to newspaper because I don't even know where to find newspaper. And these things, 2 cubes for 1 fully stacked chimney, and you're golden. But anyway, use my Chimney to get my charcoal grill started. That puppy's at about 400 degrees. So going to end up cooking my burger on the gas grill, but I'm going to cook my veggies in the kettle. So you let me know when you're ready, and I can start prepping the burger.
Yeah, definitely. I'm super excited to get cooking. I know my demonstration burger is like tempting me right now. I just kind of want to eat it right now, but you'll hear it. That's the main issue. But no, I'm super excited. And you got the chimney and all those Weber cubes at Jewel, right?
Yeah, it was great. You walk into Jewel and it's on an end cap. It's everything you ever needed. You know, unfortunately, I'm not cooking any ribs today, but they had a rib rack, which I needed a new one. I just moved to this place about a year ago and I lost my old one. So I got my rib rack. I got my veggie tray, and the Weber veggie trays are one of those conveniences that I never thought I needed until I got it. And now I'm like, I think I was doing it wrong for all these years.
They make it so easy.
They make everything so easy. And this is what when talking to my friends that love grilling as much as I do, like we sit there and it's like, man, Weber, we could be the not smartest people in the room and Weber makes look really good, you know, with everything that they make. I got my burger press, which was also at Jewel. Obviously my spices, my secret, my Weber spices, and then my quick read thermometer. You know, I was telling you guys about this. I always kind of mess around with people. I'm like, do you guys know how to tell the temperature of meat? And people start doing the hand trick. They're like, oh yeah. I said, no, that's not how you do it. Get a thermometer. Don't be cheap. Get yourself a thermometer, and it's a really good investment. And on top of that, you won't get anybody sick at your barbecue.
There you go. Yeah, you were telling us the face one earlier, and Jess and I were following along. You're like, forehead is medium and chin is, and I was like, oh, it's like Simon Says, but instead I look stupid. Cool.
I might have just made that
it was
up
really
just to
good.
see you guys like pointing.
Oh yeah, it's all in good fun. But yes, definitely getting a thermometer is the way to go.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is this. For Father's Day, if your dad is anything like my dad, he thinks everything is fancy and he doesn't need all this stuff. But once you get him things like this, like a burger press, an instant read thermometer, or even a chimney starter, it like changes his mind. And he'll look at this and he won't go back either. He won't admit it, but you know, I know my dad and I see what he has. I'm like, it looks like something that I got you. It looks like something I recommended. So Father's Day is a great excuse to go to Jewel and pick up all these things, all these accessories.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're a last minute shopper like I am, it's super convenient because you're already grocery shopping and then all those accessories are right there. It's awesome. And especially because like you can get all their seasonings too. So like I have the gourmet burger one, and Jesse, you're cooking with something else too.
Yeah. I've got the steak and chop.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's you know, when you're going for more, I felt this recipe is a little bit more basic. I really love putting that seasoning in the beef, and the steak and chop is perfect for that.
Exactly. Awesome. But yeah, I'm ready to get cooking if you are.
Let's do it. I'm gonna move the camera so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. We're gonna start off with our vegetables. Like I said, I've got my charcoal grill nice and hot. I'm gonna top my burger with red peppers and white onions. So what I like doing is having those big, nice, chunky pieces. Let me show you. I like showing off my Chicago flag cutting board. So here you've got these nice, beautiful, vibrant peppers. I've got my white onions. Really easy. And the key is to de-seed these guys, like I'm doing so. De-vein them as well. And then I've got, this is my Weber veggie tray. Like I said, once I started using this, I can't go back to not using it.
Exactly. Yeah, they come in two sizes too. They come in like a large and a small. So depending on if you're a big veggie eater or like me, where you only get veggies when people tell you to eat them, you can get the small or the large. Yeah, it's only when I'm specifically directed by health professionals or my dad. That's it.
We should let the audience know that it should never get to health professionals to tell you that you have to eat veggies.
Exactly. And Laura's lean beef helps with that because it is 92% lean and 8% fat. So
Yeah,
the healthier burger.
as an old school barbecue burger guy that I am, I really, really enjoy the flavor of Laura's lean beef, and the fact that it's 92 and 8. To be completely honest, I thought I was gonna have a problem with it, but the burger's so darn good, and it goes beyond that too. It's made really well. It's what they feed the beef is nice and healthy, so all of that reflects on the meat that you're gonna get, the quality of the meat. It has no antibiotics. They never use that. They never add hormones, and on top of it, it's gluten-free. So it's all things like that I pay attention to, just because I'm either cooking a lot for myself or for other people. So those things are what really drew me to Laura's lean.
Yeah, and another thing is because it is so lean, it does only take like a third of the time to cook. So it makes it super convenient if you've got a cookout and you want to socialize with your friends longer. It's a good way to do it.
That was one of those things. I wish I would have known that when I was making my first burger, my Laura's lean burger, because it does cook so fast. And I guess it was common sense. Weber should have told me. I'm going to blame them because they're making me smarter. And at that point, they didn't. So I've got my veggies nice and cut up.
There you go. Yeah, they make it so easy. And
so you should have like this really nice mix of white and red there. What you want to do is, I'll grab my bowl, grab some olive oil, and just generously apply to the veggies. I'm excited to put this on my charcoal grill. I'm gonna go check on that, and then I'll show you guys how I use my burger press.
There you go. How many grills do you have, Jesse? I feel like you've mentioned at least 3.
Okay,
got a collection
I'll be
going?
fair. Out here, I've only got 2. Don't ask me what I've got in my garage, but out here, I've only got 2, all right?
Okay, that's fine. 2 is normal. Mostly, I'm saying that because I have 2 as well, and I don't even grill that often. This is Chop and Shop has been an experience. I have grilled 7 times now, and so far so good. I've only burnt 1 thing, so I think we're even at that point. Is that correct?
Well, I think I've grilled 7 times over the weekend, to be honest. So
oh wow!
I'm not trying to one-up you. But you kind of did one-up me with your burger. You said it probably tastes better than mine. So
there you go. Those do seem like fighting words, though. We may have to have a grill off. We'll do a grill off. We'll compare.
Hey,
compare and contrast.
Whenever you want to, I am down.
Right here, right now.
All right. So here's my burger press. Same thing with this burger press. I've always been the kind of guy that likes to. I'm a very DIY dude, so I'm always shape my own burgers. But again, Weber puts this out, and like a grilling nerd like me is like, I need to have that because I don't have that, and I buy it. And now I'm like, damn it, I don't ever have to make my own burgers again. I'm gonna be lazy. But yeah, so the burger press, this thing's great. So it's got 2 sides to it, depending on what kind of burger you want to make. I've got the extra meat here, so I'm gonna make a bigger one. So you have either a 1/4 pound option, and it's a bigger space here. So this being bigger gives it less space. So that gives you a 1/4 pound burger, and then you've got the 1/2 pound burger, which, we're gonna have fun with it. Let's do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil in here, just so my burger doesn't stick. And it shouldn't, but I wanna make double sure that it doesn't. Here's my Laura's lean beef. Again, it's a 92.8, which is really nice. Somebody wants a big, fat, greasy burger. So what I was doing was I got the meat and made not a tight ball, but I kind of brought it all together and place it inside the burger press. And like I said, I added a little bit more. I got the 1 pound Laura's lean package, so I'm eyeing it a little bit. This should be a little bit less than 1/2 pound. So
there you go. I got mine
me.
in the patty ones because I don't like touching raw meat. So they come in nice little patties already, and it's awesome.
See, and you want to challenge me, and you can't even touch ground beef. Come on.
Listen, I can. I just don't want to. There's a difference.
All right, so we've got the meat in there. Add a little bit of oil out of this, and nice and simple. You just go ahead, and I put the wrong side. My bad. No, I didn't. So, and what it does is when you make a burger patty, a lot of the biggest mistake that people make is they kind of ball the meat into a ball, and then they like just flatten it, and it becomes a big, thick piece of meat that you throw on the grill. And when it cooks, it expands. And what ends up happening is the middle, expands more, and it pulls the sides in, and ends up looking like a weird hockey puck, and it's very not enticing. So with the burger press, it does, again, the thinking for you. It leaves a nice indentation in the middle of the patty. So when it cooks nice and evenly. And I'll show you that. So my burger patty's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put my veggies on my gas grill. So bear with me, I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. Forgive me. I was told to not give anybody vertigo. If I do, I don't know, talk to my attorney. There's my, did I tell you guys the names of my grills, first of all? This is the new one of the family. I would love to hear it. This is Grilly Eilish. Grilly Eilish.
I love that.
Trying to be relevant here. And the gas grill, since it's a Genesis, his name is Grill Collins, because Phil Collins from Genesis.
I like that.
It's a Father's Day thing. These are dad jokes. Come on.
Oh, you gotta emphasize on those, especially because they're both music references. I'm a big fan.
Perfect. Yeah, my young sister was giving me eye rolls when I was telling her what I was going to name my grills. But
she doesn't
again,
appreciate
the Father's
Day
jokes. Special. She does not. She does not. She's too cool for me anyway, so it's okay. I've got this grill. It's at 450. So what I did was, when I start the gas grill up, I get it really nice and hot. If you've got the Weber grill brush, it's perfect. Get it nice and hot, and all the sediment and what's on there, it gets soft, and it's easy to remove that way. So I always recommend that you get your heat when you first started super hot, and then go through it with a brush. It'll be easier to do it then than later on when it's cold and everything's kind of stuck on there.
Exactly. And I like that it's like mine is the triangle one, so you can just push it up against it instead of like the square one. I feel like those are always really difficult. This one's nice.
So I've got my patty ready to go on the grill. And I've got two zones. I've got a super hot zone, and I've got more like a lower than medium zone. I like putting it on the hot zone so I can get the nice sear marks on there. So I'll flip it on. I love the sound of that. There is no sexier sound than a burger once it like touches that grill. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's the sound of summer. There you go. All those cookouts.
It really is. I highly recommend a good solid beer when you're cooking. All right. And with the way the world is nowadays, there's really good breweries everywhere. I chose a local brewery, Corridor, Chicago. But whoever's watching out there, there's always going to be good beer. And if you're not drinking beer with your burger, you're doing it wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I might be doing it wrong, but at least my drink tastes good. I'm drinking Vita Coco, so
so am I.
It's a pretty good one to go. There you go. Yeah, you were telling me earlier it's like the best for hangovers. So
it's the ultimate for hangovers. Vita Coco. My fridge is always stocked with either Vita Coco or I've got a bunch of other beers in there, but for hangovers, Vita Coco and Topo Chico are like heaven sent. So I highly recommend Vita Coco, and this is just really refreshing too. So it's not just a hangover thing. My mom's watching. I don't want her to think I'm some degenerate. So
yeah. No, we don't drink. No. But it does come in like all these awesome flavors, and it's got like a sparkling one too. So if you do like the Topo Chico, because that's a sparkling mineral, We also
Yeah.
have the sparkling Vita Coco too. So that comes in a bunch of flavors as well. So try one or try them
The
all.
regular,
Honestly, they're all great.
the regular and the
It's a
pineapple.
go-to.
Oh, total go-to.
Oh yeah, the pineapple tastes like a pina colada, so it's like you're still drinking.
It tastes like last night.
There
So
you go.
I've got my burger. What I did was I'm trying to get the sexy grill marks. We'll see if they come out. I'm going to add some of the seasoning on top of it. And I like to add seasoning on both sides. So
Don't forget your timer. I forgot mine last time, so make sure to set it for, I don't know, what are we thinking? 3 minutes, 5 minutes?
it depends. My burger is a little bit bigger. So I'm
True.
assuming it's going to take about maybe like 6 minutes, hopefully 3 per side. I'm going to check on my veggies while I close the lid over here. That should be good for a minute. The veggies are looking good over here.
There you go.
I don't want to keep on messing with the camera, so you guys have to take my word for it. They look really good. Oh, can't wait for these.
You can show us the finished product. It'll be like a nice surprise at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
Ta-da. Yeah, Dustin has been saying this whole series, if you're looking, you're not cooking. So I've been trying not to take peeks. So it's been
Him and I
very
were
difficult.
chatting before the program started, and I'm like, man, I really want to cook with him. If there's something about cooking with experts, in just checking to see if like you're as good as those guys, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a real treat. It's been very nice. So as a novice myself, it's been good getting some tips from a professional so they can tell me that I'm doing it wrong, but in a nice way.
But better that a professional tell you that you're doing it wrong than like your neighbor or somebody coming over and being like, you know what I would do.
Yes, yeah, it's better than my brother being like, this is what you need to do, because he's younger than me too. So that's like a double whammy.
I get friends when I grill. It's kind of, you know, this is my church, right? And I want to be here. And when I invite people, I'm like, you know, just go inside. I'll take care of you. And you always get that guy that comes up and he's like, what'd you put on there? I would have done this, or I would have put this much. And I'm like, all right, next time you invite me to your house and we use your gas and your charcoal.
There you go. Yeah, it's
So
like, this is my space.
I'm gonna get my thermometer, check my heat. I know for a fact that we're nowhere near it being done, but I just want to show off my new thermometer. Good Dad's Day gift. And it's, again, super cool. The burger press, the way it leaves the middle indented, it's great.
So because it's
love you,
indented, is that where I love Weber too? But because it's indented, where do you put your thermometer? Do you put it in the middle, or do you put it like right outside the indent?
So
Where do
I
you
put
measure?
it like, I go from the outside and try to get it right in the middle, you know, just because if you go right in the middle, there's a chance that you go through and you're not getting accurate heat. So I like to get it where I'm getting as much surface as possible on the thermometer.
There you go. Good tip.
And I'm being super impatient. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing this for show, lifting the top off. But I do have to check my veggies because my grill over here is at about 400 degrees. This guy is at like 350. Yeah, 350. So this is okay. When you're cooking with such high heat, especially with charcoal, just good to keep an eye on that. And when I cook using my kettle, my charcoal, always do 2 zones, hot zone, and then you know, the other side, it doesn't have charcoal underneath, but that's where the vent goes. So you get this nice, you know, the heat comes over and cooks whatever you've got on the grill. Nice little convection. Ah, these veggies are looking good. What I am going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of my steak and chop on my veggies as well. Just a little bit.
Little complimentary seasoning. There you go.
It's another pro tip. Another pro tip. That one's on the house.
And
we have a question for you, Jesse. Do you know if it's better to use a higher fat blend or leaner beef blend for grilling burgers?
That's really preference, personal preference. You know, cooking on the gas grill, so Laura's lean was perfect. So it's obviously a little bit more lean than what you find at the store. But when I'm doing like a smash burger, and I'm cooking on like a flat top or griddle top, I like a little bit more of a fatty meat, so like 80-20. Yeah, it's really up to people. I know some crazy people that'll add even more fat. They'll get like bacon fat and put it in their burger, which I'm okay with the the lean beef. Not that I don't like that, but you know, again, when I'm cooking on gas grill, lean beef is perfect for that. But it's personal preference. Yeah, at the end of the day.
There you go. Yeah, I like Laura's lean because yeah, it just tastes better and it's healthier for you. And like you said earlier, like all their cattle are vegetarian fed, so like it's all good grains, good grass, so you feel better after eating it too. So
yeah, and that's exactly with anything, you know, even cheese. You could taste what if it's like goat cheese, you could taste what the goat was eating through the cheese. And when it comes to beef, especially, you know, you could taste bad beef. And let's say you tasted it next to Laura's lean, you could taste what Laura's lean beef had, better, tastier. The other stuff, avoid it.
Exactly. Well, my burgers are pretty much done because mine are really thin. They came in the pre-pack patty section, so that's always good. And I'll be using my ballpark buns. So I'm definitely excited. These are like classic all-American burgers. Can't go wrong.
The perfect Father's Day burgers.
There you go. Yeah, if you weren't planning on grilling out, what's wrong with you?
Well, I mean,
we got this whole Chop and Shop series. You got to grill out.
You have to. What are you gonna do? Like microwave things? Come on.
Exactly. No, there's a grill for a reason.
I flipped my burger over, add a little bit more spice. I've got some sear marks. Not as pretty as I want them to be, but still gonna be a good burger. I'm gonna check out my veggies. So I'm curious, do we have a lot of Chicago people watching? I wonder what the ratio is. How many like Chicago to non-Chicago people?
Chicago.
Well, Chicago? Yeah, say in the comments, or you can raise your hand, or if you want to unmute for a second, that's cool too. Say hi.
I'm in Humboldt Park, so it's a very lively part of the city. Earlier, I had people driving down the street in Jeeps, just blasting music, which I don't mind, but I was really afraid that when I was going to be recording this, you'd be able to hear their music easier than you would hear me. So thankfully, that fixed itself.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be weird to explain to someone that they're being too loud for your live stream. But there we go.
There's nothing better than grilling in the city.
No,
oh, yeah.
There really is not. I'm going to throw my cheese on there. I normally get Kraft Singles. It's one of my favorite cheeses because it's so oozy. And the thing is, like, you could add multiple layers of cheese. Today I had some other cheese, a little bit spicy cheese. I wanted to have that complement my spices, but Kraft Singles, you can't go wrong with those. And if you're going for like this classic burger, like what we're going for today, it's the perfect cheese.
Exactly. And it just melts so easy too. So with how fast these cook, it's always great to have a good melting cheese. So Kraft Singles, they're definitely the way to go. Another all-American classic.
So I put my ballpark buns on the top rack. I'm gonna get it nice and toasty because I love that texture of toasted buns. So I'm gonna deviate a little bit from the all-American burger. I have some Heinz mayo chup. You could put ketchup on your burger. That's totally fine. I was actually about to put my no sugar added Heinz ketchup, but that mayo chup, I don't want to say addicted because that has really negative connotations, but that mayo chup is darn good. Let me tell you, on a burger, woo.
Yeah, it's because they have all these other like combos. They have like the honey racha or like the honey sriracha, and that one's really good too. So if you're looking to mix things, that's a good way to do it. Because didn't you say that you mix your own sometimes? And like comparably, Mayo Chup did the job.
Yeah, I one of my favorite things to do. I love making my own barbecue sauce, my own condiments, and when people like that go ahead and make a perfect thing like Mayo Chup, it makes me angry because I wanted to beat them to the punch, but I didn't.
They make it
Dang
easy
it.
for you. That's what they're doing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So my veggies have a really nice char, and they're cooked. They're soft enough. You don't want to get them too mushy. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer them onto my veggie bowl.
All about that presentation.
All about the presentation.
But yeah, I'm jealous of the veggie tray. That seems like those are so much easier to use than like tin foil. You just put it on there and then you rinse it off, wash it later. It's so much easier and better for the environment. So
exactly, that was my next comment. You know, with everybody being very not just health conscious. And again, for that we're addressing it with Laura's lean beef, and I've got sun chips, but environment too. You know, with all the foil, and I've been guilty of it, just using so much foil. Having this stuff, it's reusable, and it just cooks everything evenly. You know, it's one of those set it and forget it things. Like, here, you clean it, you're done. With foil, I always feel so guilty, you know, when you have so much garbage that you're tossing out. I'm like, are my neighbors judging me?
Yeah, you fill up the whole dumpster all by yourself, and they're like, it's all that tin foil. No.
They look in there, they're like,
awesome.
wow, this guy goes through a lot of beer and a lot of foil. What's going on?
Hey, the beer's understandable. It's all good stuff. But yeah.
All right, so my bun feels nice and toasty. My burger should be done. I'm gonna check my thermometer.
Ooh. Thank you for reminding me about the burger. I left mine on there. Not a strong start. But it looks good. I didn't burn it, so I'm still in the running.
Mine, I'm gonna admit, it's a little bit hotter than I wanted it to be. It's about 147 it was. So that's like a little bit more medium than I prefer, but it's still good. I just like juicier. I like it nice and lightly bloody. I know some people think it's probably gross. I love bloody meat.
All right, there you go. Everyone's got their preferences. Yeah, especially with like with this how thin it is. It's good to have it medium, or I like medium. That's my preference.
As long as you're not doing well done. My Mayo Chup.
Yeah, there you go.
My Mayo Chup brush. These you can't buy anywhere because they don't exist. These are a Jesse exclusive. It's just a brush.
There you go. I'll have to hunt that down. That feels like a good investment. But yeah, you were telling us about how often you grill and everything. So do you post all those on your ManBQue site or Feast City, or where's your go-to?
So it depends on what I'm doing. Like, I end up putting everything on my personal one, which is at Jesse Valenciana. But if it's like grill heavy, it's ManBQue. If it's more like my condiments, just more involved as far as like ingredients, that's on Feast City. So it's feast.city. And a lot of these recipes I share. I've written a couple of cookbooks, so you can look up our books. ManBQue and Eat Street are the two books that I was one of the writers on. So a lot of the recipes that I still to this day work on are in those books, but a lot of new recipes kind of started there, and they've evolved into a bunch of fun, crazy things. So
that's awesome.
I'm almost ready. I'm like ready to show off my delicious burger. I'm gonna put the veggies on there, and then I'm gonna show everybody how much better my burger is than yours. Is that cool?
I guess. I don't know about how much better it'll be, but you know, I'll take it. We'll see. But yeah,
But in the
if
meantime,
you guys
does
are
anybody
looking
have any
for,
questions?
yeah, definitely.
There was a question about seasoning the patty before putting it on the grill.
No, so it's like salt or pepper. You don't ever want to season beforehand. A lot of the seasoning will either fall off or it could burn off. So what I like doing is, again, once you side down, you could season a little bit. Then once you flip it over, you season that a little bit more. And then when you take it off, season that top. So you get those, you know, when you've got a good seasoning, like this, the Weber seasoning here, you want to really taste that. So you don't want anything falling off or burning off. So I always season, I never season before I throw it on the grill.
So that was my mistake number one. I definitely seasoned before, but benefit of the doubt, this is only my 7th time. So we'll get there. I'm still in the running. All right,
You're
what was our other
learning.
question? There you go.
Yeah, so we have 2 other questions that just came in. Jesse, what is your favorite thing to grill, to cook on the grill?
Hanger steak, hands down. Hanger steak. It's my favorite cut of beef. I love cooking. Mexican food is one of my favorite things to cook. I love Asian food, specifically Korean and Thai food. And hanger steak is one of those pieces of meat where if you want to do like Mexican flavors, it goes really well with that. If you want to use like nice hot Thai flavors or like those really complex earthy Korean flavors, that piece of meat takes it all and it treats you really well. I love hanger steak.
Awesome. And they're requesting to see your charcoal grill setup.
Sure. I mean, my fancy Hollywood grill. Hold on a second. There she is, Grilly Eilish. It's a new baby. My red one that's in my garage that I named Grilly and Anderson because it's red. Aren't I clever? She's in the garage and she's got a bunch of stuff on it. But yeah, it's that and this beast.
There you go. And you had the chimney and the charcoal?
Yeah. This is,
Ta-da.
again, game changer. Any griller, if you don't have a chimney, you're not really a griller, I think. Me thinks. My humble opinion, in case anybody's wondering.
I feel attacked. It's fine. No, I definitely gotta get out to the store. I gotta do that because I mean they're so convenient. It's right on that end cap. I just need to treat myself. I'll get a chimney and all those the cubes, the starter cubes. There we go. Learning.
You know what they say? For every Father's Day, there's a Daughter's Day, right? Don't they say that? Somebody says that. So treat yourself. Why does Dad get to have all the fun?
Exactly. No, every day is treat myself day. So maybe I don't have to wait for a holiday. I don't think there is a Daughter's Day. Every day is Daughter's Day.
There you go. There you go.
Jesse, I got one question for you. How often do you clean the grill grates, and how do you do that?
So realistically, I get lazy and life comes up, right? So
yeah, of course.
Ideally, I would like to clean it every week, but I've been doing it about once every 2 weeks, just so you don't get a bunch of gunk in there and you end up getting flare-ups and you get a bunch of stains. And it just, the best way to maintain a grill is to cover it. So Weber has amazing covers. Mine's back here. But
sorry, my 3-month-old daughter's in the background here. Sorry.
She's agreeing with me. She's
agreeing with you. Yeah, in her monitor.
So yeah, always keep it covered and try to keep it as clean as possible. I at least clean all the surfaces when I finish grilling every time I do grill.
What do you use after every time you grill? What do you use to just wipe it off? Or like aluminum foil, or
you could use aluminum foil. I honestly have all the Weber brushes, and they have a cleaning kit too, which you can find at Weber.com. But you can find it on Amazon as well. But Weber knows their grills more than anybody else does. You know, I was fortunate enough to meet some of the folks on their engineering team, and just like talking to those guys, I'm like, there's no reason for me not to do whatever you're telling me to do. So the cleaning supplies, they make it very easy. They've got all that stuff. They've got sprays, and I've got some stains. I think this weekend I might have my Sunday off, and I actually have to go through this thing because I haven't cleaned it in like 2 weeks. And if you grill as much as I do, it's very important, of utmost importance to clean this thing, or else the longevity decreases.
Yeah.
You want to keep this for as long as you can. You know, it's a big investment, but if you treat it well, it will treat you well for a long time.
Exactly. Yeah, we've had our Weber grills for many years, so they can definitely withstand moving, and if you don't clean it, it's okay. But like, obviously you want to clean it.
I say it's not okay, all right? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
okay.
I've got a grill from the early 90s, actually. And another great thing about Weber grills is they've got amazing customer service, and pretty much any grill that they have, you can find parts for it. Whether it's a part that Weber themselves have, or you can, I belong to a bunch of grilling forums. Facebook makes it easy to find other Weber kettle heads, or, you know, people with gas grills, and you can always find whatever parts you're missing. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. I want to show off my burger. It looks really good. Can I show it off?
All right.
Let's see it.
Yes.
Big reveal. Drum roll,
There
please.
you
Okay, here we go. Look at that. Whoa. Don't look at the plate. I got it dirty. Sun chips, Laura's lean, veggies, mayo chup. You gotta have a guilty pleasure in there. Look at that. What do you guys think?
Go. Oh yeah, here, let's do an actual contest in the comments. All right, so on a scale of 1 to 5, you have to rate Jesse and I's burgers. So there's Jesse's. So give it a good look. Give it a good look, because you're about to be stunned.
Stunned, huh? Stunned.
Yes. All right.
I think I know your secret. I just know it. I think I know
There
it.
you go. All right. I'm gonna get really close. Mine is a rainbow. That's what I did with mine.
Where are your chips?
They're right here. They're gonna fall off the plate. That's what's gonna happen. But I got all my veggies and my Heinz Ketchup. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't enough of a wow factor. But I like my little rainbow. I've got orange, red, and yellow peppers. So beat that. All right.
I've got the bright red, and I've got the white.
There you go. All right, everyone gets to vote in the comments. Jesse or Stephanie, vote me.
I'm taller. I'm very nice.
Are you taller? I don't know. I think this angle is deceiving.
6'1" over here. 6'1".
Oh, okay. Okay, you win. I'm wearing heels. I'm feeling powerful today. But yes, I think I did pretty well. My burger looks pretty good. I'm smelling it, and that's mostly what I'm distracted by. So it smells super good, and I just want to eat it right now. But while we're waiting for them to vote, do you want to talk a little bit about Feast City?
Yes. Sorry, I'm taking a sip of my beer. So ManBQue started almost 15 years ago. Two of my best friends, John Scholl and John Carruthers, we go by Trey J because we're cheesy like that. We started this really cool grilling club, and you know, with everything in life in general, there's evolution, and ManBQue was kind of this tongue-in-cheek club for, it was like a guys' night out, you know, behind the grill and drinking beers, and girlfriends' wives started coming out. So we wanted something that was more inclusive, and John Scholl and I had talked about starting something that was a little bit different than ManBQue, but still had the same spirit. And then John Carruthers, you know, same thing. He's got a wife, 2 kids. John's got 2 kids, and it was like, how do we create something that, you know, is even more inviting than what we already created? And that's how Feast City came about. And you know, since we started ManBQue, we've become a lot better home cooks. We've released 2 books, and even since we've written our books, we've become better cooks. So Feast City was this way where we could showcase that, and how we learned, we wanted to in turn teach other people. And that's kind of how Feast City came about. And then this stupid COVID thing hit. So the launch was a little bit delayed, but you know, just like everybody else out there, you have to find a pivot and really figure out what you want to do. And this has given us the time to think really thoroughly about what we want to do with Feast City, and we've got a bunch of really cool plans. This is part of what we want to do is teaching people, talking about food, talking about drink and food, everything that people enjoy. So that's pretty much Feast City in a nutshell.
Yeah, food is the universal language. So I love that you guys are pursuing that and talking about grilling specifically and everything else.
Yeah.
So it sounds super fun. But cool. Thanks for telling us a little bit about that. And
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to looking at more of the recipes. And I know that Laura's Lean also does some recipes with their stuff. So we should probably check that out for our next grill off.
Let's do it.
There you go. But yeah, I just wanted to tell people a little bit about our gift bags. Today is the last day if you want some exclusive Weber stuff and Voss water. So we've got that. So just make sure to send your address to Stephanie@gtuniverse.com and we can ship you that. So those are super fun. It's got so many summer goodies for grilling and Father's Day. If you don't get to get out, they have the mitts. They're good. And then we also wanted to announce the winner of our Voss sweepstakes. So for those of you just joining us, this episode of Shop and Shop, we have been running a Voss water sweepstakes where they are giving away a Spirit 2 Weber grill. So if you need another grill, Jesse, you don't need another grill. You're good. Anyways, they have that and a $500 gift card for Jewel-Osco so you can host your own cookout. So you can take any of the recipes that we learned for Chop and Chop. So we did the Cornish hens, the blue cheese encrusted pork, Dr. Prager's, we have the Laura's Lean burger. It's been awesome. We've done so many different recipes. So those are up for grabs. But so Jesse, would you like to announce the winner?
So I want to, but I can't. I'm on my phone, and we talked about this, and I'm like, I can't wait to announce the winner, but I can't see who the winner is.
Oh, you're good. So then I'll announce it. So I get to steal the thunder then. So
I'll do a dance in the background.
There you go.
No,
see, tag team. Okay. The winner is, drum roll, Michelle D. So she has been participating, and we are so excited to give her this Spirit 2 Weber grill. So thank you, Voss, for promoting that and giving us this opportunity to give someone a brand new Weber grill. Like, that is the best thing that you can get, especially for summer. Like, the summer is young. You have so much time left to grill out and get used to your brand new Weber grill. So congrats, Michelle. And yeah, yay.
I say
I'm so excited.
We have a grill out at Michelle's. Well, you and I, since we couldn't compete in person, we'll put our masks on, go over to Michelle's, break in that grill. I'll bring some beer.
There you go. There we go. Yeah, and speaking of our grill off, we need to know who won. So in the comments, who won? What do we got, Jess?
Oh, it was tied for a while, but ultimately Jesse won this one.
Sad. That's okay.
We both won. The winners were the people that tuned in today because they got to see two people really doing something they enjoy, creating delicious food for other people. So everybody won. Exactly. Everybody won today.
There you go. I know that I am about to win because I'm going to eat all this and it's going to be delicious. So it's okay. I'm not a sore loser. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody appreciated my rainbow peppers.
I did. Totally.
It's fine. There you go. But awesome. Well, thank you for competing. Good game. Good game. Good grill. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
And awesome. Well, any last questions from the audience about any of the brands, any grilling techniques, products? We did mention so many. We mentioned the rib rack, the grills themselves, which obviously are amazing. We mentioned the instant read thermometer, the burger press, which honestly, that just makes my life so much easier because, again, I don't like touching all the meat. So if it smushes it down for me, that's great. That's a real win for me. But yeah, and then the veggie tray, of course, like that one, that's awesome. I love that it comes in those two different sizes. So awesome. Thank you, Weber, for letting us demonstrate all of those. Those are so many like fun tools that we get to use all the time now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And if people ever want grilling tips, they can find me at ManBQue or Jesse Valenciana on Instagram or Feast.city. And, you know, I'm connected to a lot of great people in the organization, and we all love sharing recipes and ideas for everybody.
Jesse, what's your Instagram again?
It's Jesse Valenciana, JESSEVA. That's one of my neighbors. Jesse Valenciana. Or you can find me at ManBQue or Feast.city.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, and Jess can put that in the comments, so it's easier to find. Just a little click. But yeah, definitely snap a photo of your finished product if you were cooking along with us. So that way you can compete with Jesse and I. We'll judge yours too.
Yeah, right? We get to judge other people now.
There we go. That's half the fun, just judging people. No, but awesome. Well, I hope everyone enjoys their food and their dinner. And thank you so much for everyone joining us for Chop and Shop. What a great series. Thank you, Jewel-Osco, for putting this on, and Weber for loaning us grills, or just you owning many, many Weber grills. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you.
And congrats, Michelle. We're cooking at your place next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.